What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. And y'all, I told you when I reviewed Carlos King's and Nene's interview, I said this feels like a rollout. And mark my words, they are working on something, and we're going to talk about it. Like the videos, the intro plays, because we got a lot to get into.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. I want to make it make one.
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
I remember when Candy Hair used to look like this. I fly above. I fly above. I fly. No, that want you? No, I fly above.
Okay, y'all. So I told you when I saw the Carlos King interview, I saw a rollout happening. Again, I want to first thank you guys because yesterday, if you did not see my video, you should check it out. It was the one that said messy, messy, messy. I actually did this interview with my real life sister. Her YouTube name is Reddit Lane. It was a really dope video, but most importantly, a lot of you guys showed her support, knowing that she had been really sick recently. And that meant a lot to both of us. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. And everybody who subscribed to her channel. I'll also be dropping her link in my community tab later on today if you want to follow. But anyway, let's get into this. When I saw this interview, I told you guys this meant something, right? Carlos put a lot of money into this production. He knows that Nene is a hot trending topic. And I have also said that Carlos in this YouTube space shines with his interviews, none more so than the one that he did with Nene. That might get him like 1 million views. So shout out to Carlos for that. And shout out to Nene and Carlos for really showing us what made seasons 1 through 4, 5 kind of special. It was Nene's personality and Carlos pulling it out of her. This is exactly what people want to see. So let me show you why I'm saying this. To me, this is definitive that something is about to pop off.
Carlos, you build a lot of empires. Yeah. Could you see yourself building something new around Nene and taking it to the max?
I would love the opportunity to do anything with Nene League. So I don't know, just stay tuned, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Plot twist.
Okay, so that's what Carlos said on Dish Nation. I'm inclined to believe him. Nene needs to work, and she could reinvent herself on OWN. She also needs somebody in the industry who has connections and power like Carlos, because she feels like she's been blackmailed. So who better to work with than the producer who, was with you from, I believe, if not day 1, season 2? This would work. And I know a lot of people don't like Nene, and I'm finding out that people are not okay with Carlos based on what's been going on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But technically, this collaboration could be a way for both people to reinvent themselves, because a lot of people said, oh, I'll never support Carlos, and he might get 1 million views. I think in the week he's already at like 400,000 or 500,000. So it's quite possible that these two could work together, and they are using that interview as a platform to launch, right? Because they could be doing things like selling it to networks, pushing projects. Who knows? But Nene is still viable in the reality TV space. People still care about her. So I'm not mad at this reinvention. I'm not mad at all. But let's move on to Kenya. Actually, I want to show you this real quick. Your girl, Cynthia, is making the rounds. Now, I don't know why they haven't shown her yet. We're already on the cast trip. So unless she's going to make a cameo like on the last episode, I'm actually inclined to believe that maybe they've cut her scenes. But your girl is not bothered by that because she's hanging out with everybody, including Mick Jagger and his wife for his 80th birthday. So Cynthia is living her best single life, and I'm here for it. But let's move on to Kenya. Because Miss Moore did not hold any punches talking about her ex and Marlo. So let's get into it. This is what she had to say.
Amazing. Seeing y'all twirling together and everything.
She's
such a cutie pie.
Thank you.
Is she gonna be able to still stay on the show? Because I know there was some discrepancies. So
I'm fighting that now.
Okay.
My ex-husband is fighting me in court. We could have been divorced by now, but when you sue someone for divorce, the custody of a child, a minor, comes into play.
Mhm.
So we were very close, and then the last mediation, he wants to challenge my right to have the final say on her filming because he's now on a reality show.
oh,
He's on a reality show?
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
show? What,
I don't know. He's filming a reality
Wait,
show.
I told y'all I did not like Nose Ring. I told you guys I did not like Nose Ring. All this stuff, giving the crew attitude and giving Kenya attitude while he was filming RHOA. I don't want to be on camera. I don't want you on camera. And now look, your luck has run out. People know who you are because you've been exposed for being an a-hole with a texturizer and a nose ring. And now you want to go to reality television. The word on the curb, and y'all know I'm not one to gossip, but the word on the curb was that he was also looking for some type of payout for Kenya. Now, she hasn't spoken to that directly because maybe she's okay with just paying him to get him away from her. But the allegations are coming fast and free. I think she said that he's only really made 2 attempts to see Brooklyn. Let me put my banner up. I never liked him. And for those of you guys who don't know what a texturizer is, if you were looking for that genuine look back in the early 90s and your hair wasn't a natural curl, then you would use a comb through texturizer. Sorry, I don't like Mark. I think Brooklyn is the cutest kid, but I don't like Mark. Additionally, I'm starting to see that maybe Kenya is more attracted to a physicality, and that's the problem. I mean, we can say what we want about Nose Ring and texturizer, but, people are saying he's not a bad-looking guy. Even Crazy, it was probably the physique for Kenya, but he is crazy. Y'all do know the police had to chase him and tase him, and he still ran into the woods with the tasers in tow. It did not affect him. That's a new kind of crazy. Even Apollo. Now I don't think that Kenya wanted Apollo, but she did say in her confessional, Apollo's kind of fine. I do think that Kenya likes a physicality. Anyway, let's get on to Marlo. She's not holding her punches.
I was like, wait, I haven't seen this show.
He's filming.
is it ensemble? Is it just him?
He won't tell me a lot about
So
it.
does he want her on the show?
Yes. And so now that's what's causing the divorce proceeding to move forward, because I'm like, that's what I sued you for custody for, is because you were trying to keep
Her
off of Real
TV.
Housewives.
Yeah.
Now you want to be on a show now all of a sudden, and you need my permission for her to be on that show because I have final say.
Right.
It's just so much BS.
You have created a monster. He
I
wants to be
have.
on TV now.
Yeah, but everyone told me that.
I remember
before.
when he was just at Soko.
I don't want to
being
be.
the owner. I used to go there.
It was like, I'll be in
Yeah.
this restaurant before. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about when it comes to, because now you have somebody new that you're dating. Now, this has also been some type of drama on the show too,
Mhm.
right? Just because he went on a date with Marlo.
He didn't. Let me explain
Uh-oh.
that. It was not a date, girl. That was a meet and greet.
not a meet and greet.
They met before that. So some of this stuff, we have our reunion on Thursday. So
Okay.
some of this stuff is going to
Come
be
out.
clarified. But that wasn't when they met. They met in his restaurant through a friend that was there at the restaurant. But it wasn't a date to him. It was like they met at the restaurant. It was like a Chipotle.
Okay.
And
Not a Chipotle.
it was a Mexican fast food
Establishment.
place.
Mhm.
Okay.
Down
Chili's.
the street, and they both drove there, met there, had some fast food. Is that a date to you? Like, if that's your
But
standard
Kenya,
of a
would you?
date?
Would you? If it wasn't,
I don't even care.
Yeah.
No,
Because
it was so long
It was long
ago,
ago,
and
yeah.
it didn't lead to anything. There was no, so it's like, what do I care? I mean,
Right.
but it was
Okay.
But you know, people were.
So that's the issue. So when Marlo, let me stop showing this picture. Cell Block B Barbie is beautiful. I just like to play, guys. Don't take it too serious. Cell Block B Barbie she's a beautiful woman. Body yaddy yaddy. Anyway, I just wish she would focus on hers and stop trying to talk about Kenya's, because Kenya is already a solidified beauty. So leave it alone, Marlo. Anyway, when Marlo, if you guys remember, talked about Kenya's new boyfriend, she made it seem like he had just DM'd her out of the blue saying, Miss Marlo, you choose this outfit. When in actuality, they had already met at a restaurant like a Chipotle or something innocuous. But Marlo does that. Marlo would have you believe that she has this fully robust dating life. No, nobody's married. She's not necessarily dating for money. But in all actuality, I bet you that Nene was talking about Marlo in that interview when she said John would take her shopping and buy her friend something. Let's listen.
My money, I could spend all of his, and he would not even miss it because he had so much money. It was ridiculous. And I thought, oh my God, this is so fun. I get to buy anything I want to buy. I get to do anything I want to do, travel anywhere I want to travel. So it was fun, like you, for the moment.
Yes.
She's talking about John. Y'all remember John.
Getting weird. But I still need to get this watch. Bling, bling, bling. Bitches is mad. But he didn't fulfill me in all the other areas. But his pockets filled up my closet. I live, honey, for his shopping sprees.
It was fun.
There was no limit. Pick up anything you want. And if you were my friend and you were with me, he said, you get you something too. It was amazing.
I think that friend was Marlo. And I think those shopping excursions led to this.
Nene, I tried to blackmail you. She's going to black me. Explain to me.
Nene and her fell out because she tried to turn her John into a John.
What does that mean, turn her John into a John?
She tried to pimp out her John that Nene used to date and tried to get, and got to what, $20,000 out of him?
What is that, sweetheart?
Had him at her apartment,
That's what I
drunk.
Girl, now you're
She
lying.
took pictures of his phone, text messages between Nene and John.
Oh,
that's what she did. And that's what she showed me.
Did you know about any of this?
Now, let's be clear.
So we all know that Marlo can be dirty, especially as it involves men and jealousy and men with money. When we talk about Marlo dating that chef, that's why I don't believe it. That man is looking for attention. Just my opinion. That's why they filmed at his restaurant showing his best dishes. It is what it is. It's how things work. Shout out to Kenya for exposing both of them. And we'll see just what Cell Block B has to say. Cell Block B Barbie has to say about this in response. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys later. I appreciate all the love and support that you showed my sister. It means the world to me. And all of you guys who have DM'd me about her, thank you so much. She was so excited after we finished that live because, as you know, it's kind of nerve-wracking to do this on camera in front of people. So have a good day. I'll see you guys later.